Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Farmington's growth as a regional retail hub could get a boost soon. Viburnum's Old Miner Days gives you a look at operations today. Plus, the Pershing VA Hospital holds their annual Welcome Home event this Saturday. Now, all of these stories, and are we going to see stormy weather this week? Coming up.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories we're working on for you at this hour. Farmington's growth as a regional retailing hub may be getting a boost in the near future. While talk about the former Value City building has died down a little bit, Mayor Mitt Landrum tells 18 Eyewitness News that deal is still in the works.
There are rumors going around that it's dead. It's not. It's just in the hands of their lawyers. And so for the retailer, and when that finally happens, when they apparently the deal, according when I talk with the developers, everybody's agreed on everything. This is just one last pass through their legal department, and so when that happens, it'll be ready to go.
City Council members also learned last month that Menards has started the process toward acquiring a location in the Maple Valley Plaza. However, Landrum points out that there's a very important step that none of these retailers have taken yet.
They're all to the point where they're kind of public information, but they're not to the point where they're absolutely finished. Nobody's come in for building permits. That's kind of the trigger that I think, okay, this is actually for real.
The mayor also adds a number of other retailers are looking at potential locations in Farmington, but it's too early in the process to name them. Now, Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin, any more rain?
And welcome back, and let's try that again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. We saw rain off and on all day long today. Some thunderstorms prompting a couple of thunderstorm warnings throughout southeast Missouri. Right now, we are seeing those showers and thunderstorms continue, and temperatures in the 70s. 73 right now in Festus and Potosi. 73 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown, and Ironton. 74, 75 in Ellington, Van Buren 77, and 78 right now in Poplar Bluff. Go through the evening hours, we'll see those showers and thunderstorms continue. Isolated thunderstorms at 7 p.m. with a temperature around 73 degrees, 70 by 9, and by midnight we'll see a temperature around 67. More details on your forecast coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Viburnum's Old Miners Days are coming up in the first weekend in October. Julie Pratt of the Doe Run Company tells 18 Eyewitness News that the weekend is a homecoming celebration.
People invite their aunts and uncles and cousins and get everybody to come back and visit with us here.
While the festival features events like pageants, a parade, craft and food booths, and live music, Julie tells us it's an opportunity to connect with Viburnum's past and present by taking a tour of the mine.
It's amazing. My dad's worked here for 40 years, and as a child I would assume that it would be something small like a room size, but it's not. It's huge. It's 100 feet tall ceilings. It's just amazing how large it is down there. It's like a little city going on down there.
Now, for those of you that don't want to go down into the mine, some of the large pieces of equipment will be brought to the surface. Julie tells us as a special treat this year, Old Miners Days will feature a fireworks display Saturday night. Well, the 4th annual Welcome Home celebration at the John J. Pershing Medical Center in Poplar Bluff is this Saturday. Acting Chief of Voluntary Services Donna Reynolds tells 18 Eyewitness News that the event started as a way to honor Iraq and Afghanistan veterans, but now has grown to include all service people. Donna says the opening ceremonies will start with the newest inductees into the hospital's Wall of Valor.
Wall of Valor is an honor. We put pictures on our walls here in the hospital for people who have received awards for valor in combat.
Donna says there will be activities for the kids, entertainment, and some neat attractions too.
We're expecting to have historic military vehicles here. We're expecting to possibly have the Highway Patrol rollover vehicle.
Donna says attendance has been growing at the free event and expects 500 people to come out to this year's Welcome Home celebration. It starts Saturday morning at 9 and runs until 3 in the afternoon. Healthcare providers are on the lookout for potential E. coli infections after 10 possible cases have cropped up in southeast Missouri. Now, the bacteria has been confirmed in 4 counties, Cape Girardeau with 2 confirmed and 5 suspected cases, and 1 case each in Pemiscot, Perry, and Stoddard counties. Cape Girardeau public health officials believe 4 cases came from the same source, but they haven't pinpointed where just yet. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, folks can get one more look at the Army Corps of Engineers' plan for Lake Wappapello on Thursday. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day with 90 days same as cash. Easy payment plans to fit your budget, no hassle leasing, and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customers, in Donovan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, call 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
Take control of your future by enrolling at the Unitech Career Center. Discover a new career with Unitech's nursing programs or the opportunities with Unitech's sheet metal fabricating program, or turn your hobby into a career with Unitech's power sports equipment program. From electrical trades to automotive technology programs, the first step to a well-paying future starts at the Unitech Career Center, Raider Road in Bonne Terre. For adult information, call 358-3011. For high school information, call 358-2271.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins, Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp, and Jeremy Martin with sports. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers will host one final meeting on the updated Wappapello Lake Water Control Plan. Now, the Corps held the meeting this spring and summer to get the public's input on the first revision to the plan since 1975. Spokesperson Cindy Jackson tells 18 Eyewitness News that they are very pleased with the final result.
I think what we got is a more flexible plan, something that we can plus or minus 14 days on either side for crop season. If it's a wet year, if it's a dry year, we can do smart things knowing what we got on the ground.
The final meeting is Thursday evening at 7 o'clock at Greenville City Hall. Cindy says if you can't make the meeting, there's still time to comment on the plan.
At the end of September, we hope to have a proposed plan finalized. Then it becomes open for an official 30-day comment period. So there'll be a website, and you can come into our office, and we'll have copies and stuff that if people want to look at it, and then they can make official comments at that point in time.
At the end of the comment period, the plan will get a final review for environmental impact before becoming final. Well, Sunday is the application deadline for the Southeast Regional Coalition for Roadway Safety Grants. Coalition spokesperson Sandy Tyrone says the purpose of the grants is to increase highway safety and decrease fatalities. She tells us that while a number of law enforcement agencies receive grants, other organizations that promote safe driving can apply as well.
We do distribute that money not only to law enforcement agencies, but we promote for schools, and a lot of our community-related agencies get involved.
Area law enforcement agencies awarded grant money and equipment last year. It included police departments in Piedmont, Fredericktown, Ellington, and Puxico, as well as the Reynolds County and the Perry County Sheriff's Departments. A 32-year-old DeSoto man is dead following a one-vehicle accident Monday afternoon. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, Travis Heath was traveling north on Missouri 21 just south of Clable Road in Jefferson County when he ran off the right side of the road and hit a rock bluff. Heath was airlifted to a St. Louis area hospital where he died 3 hours later from his injuries. And still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, some women have their doctors in the palm of their hands. How's that helping them cope with cancer? That's coming up next in today's Your Health.
Rain and more rain is on the way for southeast Missouri, but some relief is in sight for the weekend. All those details coming up next in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. We saw showers and thunderstorms today, and more is on the way for southeast Missouri. Looking at our weather headlines throughout the area, we are seeing those showers and thunderstorms off and on through Friday. It's starting to cool down a bit too, and it looks like the weekend is going to shape up nicely. Here in southeast Missouri, we have temperatures in the 70s, 73 in Festus, 73 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 74, Cape Girardeau 75, 78 in Poplar Bluff, Piedmont right now at 76. Currently here at the studio, we do have a couple rumbles of thunder out there with some showers. 75 is our current temperature, and that's what it feels like out there. Current dew point 66, 74% humidity, and the west wind at about 6 miles per hour. Going through the day tomorrow, more thunderstorms are in the forecast for tomorrow, off and on like they were today. We saw a better chance today than we did yesterday, but we'll also see a good chance of showers and thunderstorms for your day on Thursday. So for tonight, we'll see those showers and thunderstorms continue. Low around 61, 56 up in Festus, 58 in Potosi, 60 in Ironton, down in Piedmont, 62 and 63 in Poplar Bluff. Then for tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely, high of 79 degrees, 83 in Cape Girardeau, 75 in Potosi, 80 degrees in Ellington, down in Piedmont 81 and 84 in Poplar Bluff. The next several days are looking like this through southeast Missouri. On Friday, we will see those showers and thunderstorms continue, high of 71 degrees, 71 on Saturday, but nice day, plenty of sunshine. More sunshine on Sunday with a high of 75, 76 both Monday and Tuesday, mostly sunny. And then on Wednesday, we'll see plenty of sunshine with a high around 79. Another look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. 71 degrees on Saturday, partly sunny skies, low around 50. Then 75 on Sunday with mostly sunny sky. And that's check of your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
From calling home to getting directions to surfing the net, it seems like we use our smartphones and mobile devices for just about everything these days. But what if it could help you battle breast cancer? It's an idea that's already being put to the test with promising results. While the devices don't treat the disease itself, they have done wonders for the patient. Clark Powell explains how.
As an elementary school counselor, Laura Adkins says if she's not working with children, she's catching up on work alone in her office. It's a job she loves, but one that didn't always give her the complex support she needed after being diagnosed with breast cancer.
It was a maze of symptoms, emotions that no one else could really understand, and I couldn't connect with anybody on that.
So Laura's doctors gave her this, a mobile device with a step-by-step guide to her treatment. It allowed Laura to track her symptoms as they occurred, and if she needed it, to get on-demand advice from her doctor, putting him in the palm of her hand.
If a patient's having problems with fatigue, as reflected in the score on their fatigue inventory, this video pops up and the patient's asked to watch the video on how to talk to their doctor about fatigue.
Doug Post of Ohio State's James Cancer Hospital helped develop the program. He says breast cancer patients often go 2 or 3 weeks between treatments, and when they do see their doctors again, many women forget or downplay issues like pain, fatigue, and depression. But by keeping track of those symptoms as they occur, doctors can better customize care for each patient.
If they're not talked about, they're likely not going to be treated, and if they're not treated, then they're going to do worse, and those symptoms, I think, really can spiral in a not so good way.
Laura was one of the first to use the device in a pilot study here, but says she hopes someday women everywhere can use them.
It gave you a way to report that and record it and communicate a lot more effectively than if I hadn't been on this study.
At Ohio State University's James Cancer Hospital, this is Clark Powell reporting.
Researchers at Ohio State say the study was so successful they want to expand their efforts. Next, they'd like to test the devices in Appalachia to see if they might help more women in remote areas better cope with their breast cancer treatments. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, one of the biggest enemies may only be a mirage. A look at what your teenage daughters are battling in today's Focus on the Family with Dr. Bill Meyer.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Millions of Americans take multivitamins to lead a healthier life. But when you buy these things, are you really getting what you pay for? You're going to be surprised at what you see coming up on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
It's virtually an obsession with teenage girls. How they look is sometimes the most important thing on their minds, but there are ways for parents to cope with it, as Dr. Bill Meyer explains in today's Focus on the Family.
Well, I think every girl is concerned about their physical appearance.
And in our culture, that concern can get out of control. You might even call it the beauty cult.
I mean, there's always those few days where you're like, ah, oh, I look terrible. Sometimes my hair, and sometimes just the shape of my body. You're like, I wish I could look as cute as them.
Hollywood, fashion magazines, advertisements, everywhere they look, girls are bombarded with an overemphasis on physical beauty. Even the late Princess Diana suffered from an eating disorder and negative body image. If one of the most beautiful, glamorous women in the world struggled, imagine how tough it is for your teenage daughter.
If we base everything on our figure, our face, our clothes, it's not going to last, and it will never be good enough.
So we teach our kids that the purpose of a commercial is to make you feel yucky, so that you need their product, and then you'll feel better. Everything will be great. And so we try to give them a healthy perspective along the way.
That healthy perspective means keeping a close eye on what comes into your home.
I think it's being a gatekeeper, because there are shows that I don't let them watch, and There have been magazines that are not allowed in the house. Let's not add to it. Let's not feed it.
The next step is reassuring them every day of their own inner beauty and self-worth. Kim and Dean have tried to build their daughter's self-confidence, and it shows.
If you have confidence in yourself and, present it that way, then I think other people will think you're beautiful. I'm
Dr. Bill Meyer for Focus on the Family.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit KDKZ18.com and click on the Focus on the Family link under the menu. Part of staying healthy is making sure you get the right vitamins in the right quantity. And for many Americans, that means taking supplements. But when it comes to vitamins, do you get more when you pay more? Not according to this report from Money reporter Stacy Johnson.
I use a multi as a safety net and encourage my clients to do so as well. That way, if for several days you're missing out on one of the essential vitamins or minerals or nutrients, you're ensured that you're getting that.
Author and fitness consultant Tari Rose recommends vitamins for proper nutrition. What she doesn't recommend, though, is overpaying for them.
To get a good quality vitamin does not mean that you have to spend a lot of money.
And if you want another expert opinion that might tell you that sometimes you don't get what you pay for with multivitamins, look no further than your local pharmacist.
This is a Walgreens brand. We don't pay too much for advertising. But if you look at some of this other stuff, they have a nice colorful box and everything. You pay for that sort of thing.
And there's evidence to back it up. ConsumerLabs.com recently tested dozens of multivitamins. Here's what they said. There was almost no connection between price and quality. Many inexpensive multivitamins passed every test. Several relatively expensive products failed to pass. And some multivitamins can cost more than $50 a month. So how do you get the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to multis? Here are the specific recommendations from Consumer Lab. For all adults, they suggested Nature's Way Alive at $3 a month. For women, Walgreens One Daily for women, only $2 a month. For men, BJ's brand Berkeley & Jensen's Men's Daily for $1 a month. And for kids, Flintstones Plus Bones Building Support at $3.55 a month. Of course, if you eat right, you shouldn't need vitamin supplements at all, but if you're going to buy them, there's no reason to make your budget unhealthy. More ways to save on vitamins, food, and everything else right here at MoneyTalksNews.com. I'm Stacy Johnson.
If you'd like another look at those vitamins or want more information, Stacy's got it for you. Just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, the Cardinals are looking like champions at crunch time with another win. The Rams' run defense is improving during the game, and Coach Gary Pinkel says don't blame all of Mizzou's offensive troubles on the quarterback.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1-800-587-7095. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
Jaime Garcia pitched 7 sharp innings, and John Jay drove in 2 runs to help the St. Louis Cardinals improve their playoff chances with a 4-0 victory over the Houston Astros Tuesday night. The Cardinals won their 4th straight and extended their winning streak over the last-place Astros to a franchise-best 10 games. With 7 games remaining, St. Louis is closing in on the National League's final available postseason spot. Atlanta clinched at least a wild card berth by beating Miami 4-3 earlier Tuesday night. While the Rams defense kept Sunday's game close into the 4th quarter, Coach Jeff Fisher wasn't entirely pleased. Earlier in the game, Chicago found ways to gash the Rams for big runs. By halftime, the Bears had rushed for 77 yards on 19 attempts. The good news was the coaches made adjustments and the players responded, and the Bears picked up less than 30 on 15 carries in the second half. The Rams' run defense will be tested on Sunday when the Seattle Seahawks rumble into the Edward Jones Dome. Football experts raise concerns about the effectiveness of Mizzou's spread offense against the defense in the SEC. And in Mizzou's first 2 games, the experts seem vindicated. Coach Gary Pinkel says adjustments will be made, but don't blame all the offense's difficulties on quarterback James Franklin. Pinkel told reporters, anytime you look at an offense, especially our offense that's struggling, then you're going to point to the quarterback. What we do is we break everything down, the receivers, the offensive line, and all the other aspects of it. But I believe in him, and I expect him to get a lot better. And that's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, so we'll send it back to you.
We've seen some much-needed shower activity here at Dustin Comp. Is it going to continue?
We're going to see it off and on for the next several days, at least through Friday. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. And as you can see, on Thursday, we'll see those showers and thunderstorms isolated in nature, 79 degrees. Isolated thunderstorms on Friday, 71. Finally, the weekend looking nice.
Yay.
I got that rain out of Saturday. 71 on Saturday, 75 on Sunday. Sunshine for next week. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s.
All right, so maybe we can have a good weekend, get out here and do some stuff, some festivals going on, and activities around the house. So it looks like it'll be good.
Looks like it's going to be a good weekend after all.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock with more. Until then, have a blessed evening, and God bless everyone.
And the news doesn't stop here. Visit our website at kdkz18.com for your latest news, weather, and sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Newswatch is next. We'll see you tonight at 10.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.